Still a calm year on Just Nigeria from the BBC and Channels Television. Kenyans turn to private detectives as mistrust in police deepens. This and more after the break. Stay with us. You're still watching Just Nigeria from the BBC and Channels Television. Coming up, the business coach guiding young people to start new businesses. But before then, Kenya's private investigative industry is one of the biggest in Africa. Where the country's police deeply mistrusted, many are turning to private detectives to find justice. Experts estimate the secretive industry is worth millions of dollars. But with no formalized training or regulation, some fear the hidden army of spies are taking the law into their hands. Have a look.
Jane is a controversial figure whose unconventional methods have led to repeated brushes with the law, including charges of extortion.
Private investigator Jane Mugo has been listed as a wanted criminal by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations.
Spy Queen Jane Mugo this afternoon denied charges of threatening to kill when she appeared before a Milimani court.
The charges against Jane have since been dropped, and she claims that the case was a witch hunt.
The people who responded negatively are 3 people, either criminal have investigated, either suspect lotting in jail, or corrupt police who think Jane Mugo is a threat to us.
Investigators like Jane are allowed to carry licensed weapons and are increasingly involved in police operations. Her team regularly work for high-ranking politicians, which gives them a degree of political protection. Critics say that this makes them untouchable, but it also blurs the lines between private investigators and vigilantes.
A lot of these private investigators are former military officers, former police officers. They know how to work through the system. They know how to subjugate the system. They know how to corrupt the system. So even if you would wish to sue them for violations on your privacy, for human rights violations, or whatever it is, then it would be arguably very hard.
During our research into private investigators, we discovered widespread evidence of unethical activity by a number of individuals. One of the companies we approached was Nairobi-based Silver Edge Investigators. Their website advertises a range of dubious services, including mobile spying. We sent an undercover journalist to meet with them. She posed as a woman who suspected her husband was cheating.
So do you think you'll be able to prove if he's cheating or not?
Because it's something that I've been doing since today.
Martin told her that he could hack her husband's phone after installing so-called spy software.
Once we saw that one, we were able to access SMS, WhatsApp calls, location, photos and videos. It's like every bit from that phone.
The things he's willing to do are completely illegal. And it's troubling because private investigators are actually meant to be solving crimes, not seemingly willing to commit a crime. It just shows you how broken this system is.
We sought comment from Martin Kamau and Silver Edge, but they didn't respond. The jury is still out on Kenya's private investigators, but critics say reform and more regulation is clearly needed to keep this secretive industry in check.
From private detectives in Kenya, we move on to a story about technology.